Hey folks, welcome to another Friday Waffle. This is not the Edge from YouTube, by the way. I've got this on because I am freezing. It's been so cold just this last week. The weather's just really turned cold. Apparently it's to get a wee bit warmer at the weekend, thankfully. So yeah, excuse me. I hope you're all fine. I'm all right. I had another busy week. I was, I don't know why I'm leaning forwards, I'm going to sit back a wee bit. I had another busy week at work. I was down in Swindon on Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah, this jet set lifestyle of mine's. Never been in, it's quite interesting because I've got a few friends who've never been in an aeroplane, and I must have been in about 10 in the last 6 months. But anyway, what have I been up to? Not a huge amount. Like I say, just because I've been away with work. Not doing a great deal. But listen, I've got one thing that I'm just going to talk about. A couple of weeks ago, I got a copyright strike on one of my videos. It was a live stream that I'd done. What the hell was it? A couple of weeks ago. And the song or the bit that was getting copyright striked was my intro, which I've been using now since 2013. And it tells you when you get a copyright strike or a copyright claim. It's not a copyright strike; it's a copyright claim saying that you can't monetize the videos. It tells you who is making the claim, and it was this person. I don't know whether it's a guy or a woman. It doesn't matter. And yeah, they had this tune. I mean, the intro music that I use is it's just part of a tune. It's not the full thing that I use. And this person had this tune as their own. And yeah, so they were basically saying that I couldn't monetize the video. So I let it go because I do get these from time to time. I just ignored it. Then the next video that I put up had the same copyright strike, so I thought, or copyright claim. So I thought, no, bollocks to that, I'm going to dispute it. Because, you know, this person has got they've put a video up with the tune in question. It was this year. I think they put it up in late October this year. I've been using that for a lot longer, so it quite clearly didn't belong to this person. So this is a moan, and it's a good thing and a bad thing, or a bad thing and a good thing, whatever way you want to look at it. I posted in Discord. I was telling people what had happened, and a few of them, I'm not going to name names, it doesn't matter, they'll know who they are. A few of them, there was a lot of positive kind of comments and, you know, sort of trying to give me a bit of advice as to what I could do. And what they then did was they went onto this guy's channel and they made a couple of comments to him along the lines of, you can't possibly be claiming copyright on a tune you don't own, it belongs to somebody else, whatever. So anyway, I thought, right, you know what? Because I thought to myself, I could do one of three things. I could just ignore it, or ignore them, I should say. Chances are it's going to come back and bite me again. It's going to be another one. I'm going to get another copyright strike, and it's just going to continually go on. And what surprises me is, why has the algorithm in YouTube, now I'm presuming it's the algorithm in YouTube that's done this, they have identified that I'm using a piece of music on 2 of my videos. I've actually used that piece of music in probably 2,000 videos. So I don't understand why it's not getting picked up. You know, why wasn't it picked up 6 months ago? Don't know. But anyway, so there's one of three things I could do. I could choose to do nothing, but chances are it'll probably keep happening. And the annoying thing is, it means I'm not making any money now. As I've admitted loads of times, I make very, 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 very little money. I mean, I don't even make £10 a month. It's usually about £6 to £8 that I make a month, and that's purely through monetization through Google, the adverts. That's the first thing. Do nothing. The second one is I could, and this would be the easiest one to do, I could simply remove the music from my intro and put in another piece of music. I mean, I've got a mate, Mark Stoneham. He does a lot of music writing. He doesn't sing or anything. It's all kind of technological. It's all kind of synth kind of stuff. Bit like Jean-Michel Jarre, Gary Newman, Depeche Mode, Howard Jones, brilliant stuff. And Mark has given me a carte blanche to use all his music, any way I want. And I don't do it every time, but I do try and always put a thank you to Mark for that, because I do appreciate that. So I could quite easily remove the little tune and add in a new one. But a couple of the guys says, well, why should you do that? Because you're basically, you're almost like agreeing that they can't. You're allowing them to stop you using this piece of music. They've been on YouTube for like 5 minutes. I've been on it for 13 years. You're letting them win. And the thing for me is that tune is synonymous with my channel. Anybody that watches my channel will hear that track and instantly know what it is. It'd be a bit like, I don't know, Blue Peter change. I know Blue Peter's not on anymore, but it'd be a bit like them just changing the tune. Or Doctor Who, for example, Doctor Who music has changed over the years very slightly, but it's still the same main kind of tune. It's what people know. You can let somebody hear 10 seconds of Doctor Who music and you instantly know what it is. So yeah, I could change it to something else, and that would be the end of the matter. But like I said, I just thought, no, fuck it. Why should I do that? How dare they try and stop me doing it? And the third option is to raise a dispute against both copyright claims. So that's the road I went down. Unfortunately, you're not really. It's all very vague. I mean, it's asking you to confirm why you're disputing it, and none of the options really were what the reason I was disputing it. And you've got a tiny wee bit to put in some comments. So I filled that in. I filled it in the first one, and then I said the second copyright claim came through, and I filled it in. I put a wee bit more information. I did put in that this tune is not owned by this person. It's owned by someone else. So how can they possibly lodge a copyright claim when they don't even own the original? So that was it. So I did that, and for a couple of days, I did that, was it Monday I think it was? For a couple of days I was getting quite kind of fed up about the whole thing. And one thing I forgot to mention, when it's before you submit the dispute, you've got to agree to a number of conditions. You've got to agree to the T's and C's and all that bollocks. And one of the boxes that you've got to tick is that you agree that you may have your channel, depending on what they find, they may take your channel down, and there's no recourse. The channel's gone. And that's quite a kind of sobering thought. And you know what? The way I was feeling about everything, I just thought, if I get told by YouTube that my channel has gone, I'm done with this. Absolutely done with it. And I still stand by that. If for some reason my channel was to disappear, I would be finished with YouTube. I've put too much work in over the last 13 years for all that to disappear. I had a situation about 3 years ago with my YouTube channel, with my Facebook account. I got a Facebook account when it first started. I don't know when it was. 2010 or something, or was it earlier than that? I'm not too sure. Anyway, I'd had this Facebook account for a long time. I think it was about 16 years. And then about 3 years ago, I got a message from Facebook saying that in fact, yeah, I got a few messages saying that my password had been changed. I thought, well, that's a bit strange. And when I tried to log in, couldn't log in. And then about a couple of hours later, I got a message from Facebook to say that due to content that I had posted online, my channel had been taken down. So quite clearly somebody had hacked my account. They'd obviously posted, I don't know whether it was fucking pornography or just adverts, I don't know. It must have been something pretty shite for them to do that. So that was it. And there was absolutely no way of, well, I'll tell a lie, you could lodge a dispute, which I did, and to lodge a dispute is you quite literally click the button that says lodge a dispute. You've got no way of typing in to explain what's happened. It's just like, lodge a dispute, boom, that's it, it's been logged. They've no idea why, or you can't come up with any kind of defence or anything. So then, yeah, I think the next day I got another email from them saying that they'd received my dispute and they had knocked it back, and as such there was now no further recourse for disputes. My account was closed permanently. And so yeah, that was shite, because there was like 16 years of memories, 16 years of photographs and all that kind of stuff. So I'd been kind of bitten with, I know at first hand just how kind of cold and calculated these big organisations can be. The problem is you're probably not, it's not even a human being, it'll be a bot of some sort. So yeah, I thought to myself, if my YouTube account gets shut down, I'm finished with it. And I can categorically say that's still the case, guys. If for some reason anything happened to my account, I would be done with it. I couldn't be arsed starting from scratch, starting off with like 0 viewers and all that kind of bollocks. I know I could quickly, if that did happen, I'm sure I could quite quickly get all the regulars back on my side, but nah, I think the fact that an organisation can just close you down without any evidence or anything at all, I just think, nah, I'm done with this. So that was the bad side to it. You know, I just thought, I'm done with it, can't be arsed. Anyway, the good part of it, it's actually, there's two parts to this. I got an email, 2 emails in fact, one about one video, one about the other video, saying that good news, the copyright holder has dropped the copyright on that particular piece of music, whatever it is, and you're let off the hook. So that was good. I was pleased to see that. But the thing that really put a smile on my face, it warmed the cockles of my heart, was just how supportive people are that watch my channel. I mean, I would call a lot of the people that watch my channel, I'd call them friends. You know, they've been watching my channel for such a long time. They're always posting on videos, they're always supporting me, they're always in live streams, and it made me realise that I'm not on my own. And I think if something like this did happen again, there's people fighting your back. They've got your back for you, and that in itself made me really happy. So I just want to say a massive thank you to quite a few people that were giving me some positive encouragement, and more importantly, they were going on to this guy's video and basically saying exactly what they thought of him, and how they know he's breaking the law, trying to say that he owns the rights to this piece of music when he doesn't. And one of the guys had done a bit of digging, and I actually did a bit of digging after it as well. The tune actually belongs to a person from, I think, Greece, and it was a mod that he wrote for the Amiga in 1994. Can't remember what it's called. So what I'm going to do for all future videos, I'm going to put a thank you to this person, just say that the intro music belongs to this person. From what I gather, the guy has completely come off the scene. If there was some way that I could get in touch with this guy, I would do it, I would explain to him what had happened. I would explain to him that I've been using his, 30 seconds of his music in my channel. If he was to come back to me and say, please take it down, I would do that, because at the end of the day, that guy owns the music. It's his, and I didn't put any credits previously because I didn't know who it belonged to. But I'm gonna in every video going on, from here kind of in the future, I'm going to put in that music is copyright this guy. So if I ever get any more of this bollocks with some nasty person trying to pretend it's theirs, it'll make things much easier. So like I says, guys, thank you very much to everybody that kind of jumped in, and it's great. You feel like you're not on your own, and it was like I says, it warmed my heart, the fact that there was people willing to kind of put their neck in the line and just tell this guy, support me. That was really, really good. So yeah, that was kind of that. That's pretty much it, folks. I've really not got anything else to talk about. I've not been. I've still got videos that are going to be coming out, which is fantastic. I did mention on my last live stream or the stream before, I think it might be in the Friday Waffle last week, that the plan is we want to plan 2 road trips down south. One of them is going to be Arcade Club, you know where it is, and the second one is going to be the RMC, Retro Man Cave, and the arcade, which Neil and Holly run. I was down there a couple of months ago, and I did put a video, showing it off. So the plan is to get 2 kind of road trips. I think we should go for one in March. It's not too far away. Hopefully we'll be away for the worst weather at that point. So I think we're going to try and get down to Arcade Club down in Bury. I have put a wee post in Discord asking people, if you're interested, put your name down, and then I think once we've got names, I think we then need to get the hotels booked. That's the important thing. There's a travel lodge, or is it a Premier Inn? Can't remember exactly. So yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, nothing else. I think there was one question from wee Bob. He was asking me, when I go down south, I'm not even going to attempt the English accent, Bob. He was asking, do I take any kind of gaming related stuff? And I do, yeah. I've got a plethora of handhelds, which I usually take one. For the last while, I've been taking the Steam Deck, because obviously it's the best handheld, bar none. I can also play Steam games, but the last couple of times I've actually taken a laptop, because I've got a really good coin ops collection, which is a collection of video games across different systems, arcade, console, Amiga, all that kind of stuff, and I've got it all on a portable USB drive, and I can just plug it in, and I can run it straight off the laptop. So I've been doing that. Have I been using it when I get down? Not really. I tend to spend most of my time just looking at my phone or watching YouTube, whatever. But it's nice to have it. I think you said you take down some PlayStation 2 emulators, probably on a laptop, I would assume, Bob. But yeah, it's been good. It's been. I always like to have something. Like I said, what's the point of having all these kind of handhelds if you're not going to take them with you? So yeah, all good. Listen, there's nothing else. I don't think there's anything else. I'm just going to have another quick moan. I just feel that this Friday Waffle is turning into a very, very negative thing. And the problem that I've got with doing live ones, and I understand why, is when I do a live Friday Waffle, I don't really get any questions, which I do understand, because if you're watching the waffle live, then you're kind of participating as it's happening. But please, like I said, if you want this waffle to continue, you need to keep giving me stuff to talk about. Can't remember what I was going to talk about. Yeah, videos coming up. Hopefully, I'm going to have the usual Friday, Christmas Eve live stream with Lawn Boys Post. I've not spoke to him yet, he might not want to do it. I think I cancelled last year. Can't remember what was going on. I think there was something happened, whatever it was. I wasn't in the right place at that point, so I didn't do one, but I do want to get back, get a live stream, a live kind of Christmas Eve stream this year. So listen, I'm going to get going, folks. I will hopefully be along on Sunday for another live stream. Kind of got my mojo back again. I am enjoying the live streams again. It's not to say that I'm going to do one every single week. I'll do them when I can be bothered. So hopefully there will be one on Sunday. So anyway, folks, listen, I'm going to get going. I hope you all have a really nice weekend. Stay warm. Until next time, folks, as always, thank you very, very much for watching.